Welcome back to Conquering Algebra 2. This is lesson 15 and we're going to be working with elimination. So we're still dealing with systems of equations. We have two equations. They want us to solve and find x and y. Just a reminder, this concept is if I were to graph these two lines, where would they intersect? And that's what we are solving for. This is not like substitution. In substitution, our goal is to isolate one of our variables and then to plug it into the other equation. In this instance, they want me to be able to add my two equations together and eliminate one of the variables. That's why it's called elimination. And looking at these two equations as is, if I were to add them together, my x and my y, neither of them would be eliminated. So we're going to have to take a new concept, a new skill that we're going to be adding on, and we're going to have to multiply an entire equation, or sometimes multiplying both equations, in order to get it to a place where two of them can be canceled. So for instance, I see that one of my x's is positive and the other one is negative. So my goal is going to be to get rid of my x's. That way I don't have to multiply by any negatives. But with 2 and 3, I'm going to think what would be their least common denominator if I was going that approach, which would be 6. So I'm going to multiply this top equation by whatever I need to get my x value to be 6, which would be 2. And I would have to multiply the second equation by 3 because 3 times 2 would be 6. But when I'm multiplying by 2 and 3, it's not just getting applied to my x values, it's getting applied to all 3 terms. So this is going to be a completely new problem whenever I'm done. Let's go ahead and see what that's going to look like. So we have 2 times 3x, so that would be 6x, and then 2 times 2y, so plus 4y, and then equals 46. So there's my first equation. My second equation is going to be negative 6x plus 9y equals 6. And now I have my x's right where I want them, so that when I add them together, I have 6 minus 6, which is perfect because then they'll cancel out. So let's add those two equations together. Okay, so 6x minus 6x is 0x. That's what I wanted. And then 4 plus 9, so that's going to be 13y equals 52. Okay, and now that I have this, I can just get rid of it. 0x has no significance to us anymore. And we're just going to solve for y, so divide by 13. And y equals 4. So we're halfway done. We found our y value. Now we need to find our x value. So I'm going to take this and plug it back into one of my original equations. I'm going to go with this top one. So 3x plus 2 times 4 equals 23. Because remember, I replaced y with... Alright, so 3x plus 8 equals 23. And we're going to subtract 8, which will give us 3x equals 15. Divide by 3. So x equals 5. And now we have our two values for our coordinate, and we always write our answer as an ordered pair. So our answer is 5, 4, and we're done. All right, so that's it for lesson 15, using elimination. Just a reminder that your calculator does have a program for solving for these, but it's very important that for both equations you have it set up where your x comes first, then your y, then your equal sign, then your constant. But we do have a video that shows you how to solve that in your calculator if you have that program, so you can check that out in the details below. I'll see you guys in class.